Reykjavik, the site of this year's World Synchronized Skating Championships. This nation with architectural heritage that spans more than 1,000 years. But inside tonight, for the Senior Free Skate Championships and the Synchronized Skating Championships, Lou Tilley along with Nancy Kerrigan, and decked out in gold. Perhaps a sign of things to come for Team Finland #1. They are in first place after the short program. Boy, this is a colorful group, and again, 20 skaters in all will take the ice. And a nice contingent of Finns on hand to support their two contending teams. I notice many of the teams do these warm-ups, Nancy, and kind of do their team chants.
There's a lot of camaraderie, and you can see that they have this going in. It's really exciting to watch because it's so different than being out there alone. You have a whole group of your friends out there with you, and they have a lot of superstitions. It's fun to watch.
Now, actually, there are 29 skaters, and you saw they all dress and they all present themselves at the start, and then 9 go to the box. And here are the 20 that participate in tonight's event. They're in first place after the short program. They need 110 points here minimum to move into first place among the teams that have already skated in the long.
They're starting off with movements in isolation, and you can see sort of a relaxation in their face. It's a nice piece to start off with, a little calm and just getting into the movement. They have a nice stride. You can see in their crossovers how nice and deep the edges are. They skate with both edges. Some skaters and teams you see, they're a little weaker in just the simple skating, and they're very strong. Nice spread eagles. Every one of them doing a spread eagle, which is really impressive. Some people can't do them very well. Staying in formation doing that. And a nice round circle you can see from this overhead camera view while not holding on. It goes off a little here and there, and then they're right back into sync. It's a nice circle there.
Quickly, that circle tightens down while still keeping the relative relations.
I like looking at when they are in the circle and then they spin the skirt. It looks like you were saying earlier. It really is kind of a neat view. Something you don't typically see in single skating. I don't think there ever is this overhead camera, except maybe specialty shot in a show.
More dramatic music, this time from another soundtrack, an American movie from Independence Day.
There's some nice lines here, moving very quickly from one to the next. The splits are smooth. That's a tight formation there. They're really close together. Nice block.
In case you're all wondering, these programs are scheduled to go about 4.5 minutes in duration.
You can see the skating itself is strong, and you can see why they are in first place going into this. It's they don't have to take as many strokes, and yet they're very fast. That's because the quality of the stroking is very good. Nice. What you do in the triangle or an intersection like that is you need to be in position, see the triangle intersect, and then see it again before you go into the next move. And the judges are looking for that second formation after the intersection.
You're very familiar with this. There's a very strong team here at the World Championships from your backyard that once recruited you, right?
Yes, actually, Hayden Etz asked me to be a member once, but I was very busy. And although I've had them in many of my shows, and I love working with them, it's amazing. They're so well trained, and you can say, I love that move, but to go with this music, can you just hold this 2 more seconds? And, just like that, they can do it. Nice split here in different positions. That's really well done. Their lines were very straight.
Since you and I begun watching this competition, you can see some new elements being introduced, some elements of pair skating within the synchronized team skating.
Yes. It's different. It's interesting. I think it gives it a whole new look.
Wow.
Difficulty, much more difficult.
How'd they do that?
That was exciting. Right to the music.
That was new, just as we called it. This is the team from Finland, their top-ranking unit here in the World Championships. They're called Marigold Ice Unity, in first place after the short program, trying to stay there.
This is what you're talking about, the lifts and the movements in isolation, some doing butterflies, others doing lift. It's very nice, and it makes for a really nice dramatic opening and closing.
And holding the lift there. Great strength movement by Team Finland #1 in first place after the short program. And I would think after that, it seemed to me, a near flawless long program as well.
It's going to be hard for someone to move in front of them after having such a strong start in the competition and a program like that.
Now they seem pleased.
It's nice to see there's a lot of work that goes into this. They practice 12 hours on the ice every week in the winter leading up to these competitions, and 4 to 6 hours off the ice as well. Here, look at the transition from the one line to 4 lines and the change of edge on one skate in the spirals. This is very nice. They're very together. Their block here, lines are straight, and they keep switching from 4 to changing the amount of people per line. Their transitions are nice and strong. You can see here the triangle, and they split. And you'll see a triangle again before going to the next thing. That's really important and impressive for the judges. The technical score.
Team Marigold and their costumes reflecting that. And now as they look up, they like what they see. 63.38 in the technical elements. They only need 110 points to move into first place at this point, but still to come, the main contenders in the competition. But a very strong point total here in the free skate for Team Finland #1, starting out in first place after the short program at another 127.40. So there is where the bar is set at 197.29 for all the contenders to come. And next up on the ice, the one team that may have the best chance of knocking them